Hey guys, today we are building a modern living room, so let's get started. So I'm going to start off by building the base, and I'm going to get rid of the walls and the ceiling just so that we can see what we're doing. And since this is a 2-story living room, I'm just going to add the second walls now. And I feel like I should add a taller wall height for the second floor because it kind of looks taller. I feel like the windows on the reference image are quite thin in comparison to these, but I'm just going to use these anyway because this is kind of like the closest thing we got. And I'm just going to add the same thing on the second floor. I don't know if this part is poking out or not, where the fireplace is, but I'm just going to leave mine as flat for now. It seems like they have some sort of like platform on this side of the living room, but it's kind of like not that tall, if that makes sense. Just gonna add windows on this entire row because I feel like in the reference image it's kind of like, I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like it's like sliding doors to like a garden. I'm just gonna add the same windows that are on the second floor. But now that I think of it, I feel like they're using taller ones that are like floor to ceiling. Yeah, I feel like this looks much better, but I don't like how this is like clipping through the platform, so I might add like something here just so it looks like it's the bottom of the window. This plastered style is so useful from eco lifestyle, like I always use it. I really like the catwalk thingy, like the inside balcony thing that they have, and it kind of looks like it has the same like size as the platform on the other side of the house, something like this. And then I feel like we need to add a wall, another wall, just like next to this one, because I feel like it was a bit too skinny. I'm just gonna add the platform on this. I'm going to add some simple glass railing. I'm gonna make the platform white because it looks exactly the same as the one from the picture. And yeah, I feel like it's coming along so far. I'm trying to find a decent painting, so I'm gonna try to find something that doesn't have a frame. To be honest, this one isn't too bad, but I feel like the colors are just very vibrant. To be fair, this one isn't too bad if I just size it up. This one kind of resembles the one from the reference picture because it doesn't really have a frame, although this one's kind of like cut up, but like it's kind of like paint splatter, so like it's kind of like similar vibes. They seem to have another painting on the first floor, but I'm gonna kind of use the art frame TV because I feel like this would look really good like below it, because it's kind of like a painting but it also acts as a TV. I feel like this one's not too bad because it's like quite busy. I feel like we don't really have a fireplace that would look nice here. The one in the picture is like inside of the wall, so I might have to just go with something like this and just kind of like size it down. Actually, I might just keep it sized up. It's not too bad, to be honest. Painting color to be a bit green so it matches the one below it. And I also really like their plant usage. This plant doesn't actually look too bad. It looks really similar to the one in the reference picture. This plant isn't too bad either, but I feel like the square base of it kind of like ruins it because there's no square base inside of the actual reference picture. So I might have to use this, but then also like put this like vase like under it and then kind of use a tool mod so it looks like it's in like a circular vase. Seems like they have the same pot on this side as well, and it seems like it has like 3 different versions of it, but it's like sized down. But I feel like that looks a bit weird. The base of this plant seems like it's more like accurate, so I feel like I'm going to use that as like the last one, or I might as well get rid of that and just put this and then add like a different plant inside of this vase. So I kind of just used this plant, the banana tree, and then I kind of just put in this vase and I sized it down, and it doesn't actually look too bad, to be honest, especially in that vase. I really do like that vase. I wish it came in like different variations where there were like plants inside and stuff inside of it. But yeah, so right now I just used this like plant and then I also put it inside of this vase, and I kind of like, I put this under the ground so it looks like the vase is like shorter, and then I moved this upwards so that it looks like it's inside of the pot, but like it's also like tall enough. I feel like this doesn't really fit the house, like this makes it look like a jungle because it's kind of like coming off of the windows, whereas the one in the picture is kind of like a small tree, if that makes sense. To be honest, this one isn't too bad either. The tree in a box, because it's really tall. I wish it was a little bit wider, but it doesn't really matter. And plus, we can't really see the vase that the flower is really in. I mean, the plant, same thing. But I kind of just put it in this black vase because I thought it looked nice. The flooring, I feel like the only option here is to use the eco lifestyle wood flooring. But I also feel like it's a bit thin. To be honest, these ones aren't that bad either, the base game old world wide planks, because they're way more, as it says, wider than the ones from Eco Lifestyle. I know I can use the Dream Home Decorator module seating pieces, but I feel like those don't really fit the vibe of this couch. Okay, so I just used the Dream Home Decorator seating, but I feel like these alone don't like do it justice, you know? Like I feel like I need to add pillows and stuff on it, and I feel like covering this bottom bit so that you don't see the legs of each of the seating. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this, and I added a additional sofa next to this one just to make this part seem a bit more longer, because I feel like this looks a bit too short without it. When I saw the image of this living room, I already knew that I wanted to use these like pedestals that came from Get to Work, because I feel like these work so well with what's in the image. Although the bottom like base bit isn't circular, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. And plus you can add different stuff, like you can lower circular objects to make it seem like the base is circular if we really wanted to get like very detailed. And I also like how the sofas in the picture have like a bunch of different colors for the pillows, so it's not just like one simple color. So I feel like I'm just gonna do the same thing and kind of like add colors that I see in the image. For the armchair, I was thinking maybe we could use this one, like an orange swatch. This is like the closest thing we're probably gonna get to what we see in the image. And I also added these bring your own pillows on top of these seats, and their carpet seems to be like, well, not carpet, but they have like a rug, a square rug. So I'm gonna try to find something that looks like a bit fluffy, but it's also like rectangular and like very flat looking, replicate it. I mean, this one isn't too bad, but I don't know, it just doesn't look right. This one's not a bad option, to be honest, but this looks like really clean, whereas like the one in the picture looks quite like, I don't know, it looks old. There's this rug that I like, yeah, this one from Get Famous. This one's really nice because I feel like it looks like it's really old, but at the same time it's like really usable in my opinion. Like this swatch is really nice. I don't know if it will fit in this space though. This one kind of has the more like old looking edges, so that's why I kind of like prefer this one. Just adding like random plants and like decorations on top of the coffee table. Adding a few books. Okay, so I just spent like a few minutes placing this stacked plates thingy on top of the books, because I feel like there's some sort of like plate thingy on top of the books inside the reference picture. So I kind of just like put that in there. And I also noticed there is some sort of thing on this side. I might just add some more plates on this side to make it look like it's a bit more cluttered. I feel like there is a wall over here that kind of has like a TV, I think. And I'm going to change the ceiling color. I'm going to add an exterior trim on this just so you don't see this like gap in between. And I think that wall that is like separated from the entire living room has its like own like wood wallpaper. I feel like this wallpaper is good enough for now because it kind of like resembles the same wood texture. I'm just going to add a flat screen TV on it, and I'm not sure, but I'm going to add like a unit table below the TV, because I feel like it has a unit table but it's just like kind of like out of the frame. So I just added these plants on the catwalk balcony thingy, and I'm just going to like lower it down with the tool mod and then see if I can like put some sort of like a bedding around this to see like, so it's like enclosed, so it's not just like coming out of the floor, if that's too bad. Although it's not really that perfect, it kind of like gets the idea across, if that makes sense. They seem to have like this circular side table near the sofa that's like wooden, but we don't really have something circular, so as long as we got something like that's like wooden, I think this like kind of like gets the point across, if that makes sense. So there's this artsy, modern looking like side table near this like lounge chair, but we don't really have something like that. So I'm thinking of putting something like this because it's kind of like low to the ground and it kind of has like the same like decorations. I'm just gonna add like a small book here and some plants. That is pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, consider liking, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing as it's free and helps out the channel a lot. But yeah, see you guys in the next one.